Happy Thursday. This is Thursday, February 20th, 2025. It's 30 degrees and it's snowing again. Yesterday it snowed all day long, pretty much, but nothing stuck. It was always such fine, and at the end of the day, it was more like flurries. Well, now it's starting to snow again, but since the temp has dropped, if this keeps up, we will have some on the ground. I don't know how long. I didn't even look at the weather this morning. I was thinking that everything was gone, but I guess not. I guess not. So I've got some notes here today that I'm going to talk about. I guess that blind views yesterday influenced me to get my act together and talk about some things that I think about I want to talk about and then I never do, or just some things. Also, I watched Dale Jr. yesterday interview Cletus McFarlane, who is a YouTuber, but he's a daredevil YouTuber, whatever. He was the one that raced in the ARCA race this weekend and then had the big funny interview after he had come out of the infield hospital. So anyway, it just, all of those together kind of inspired me. Also, on the site where some of us go and talk about Tim, they inspire me. They inspire me every day to look deeper inside, because sometimes, y'all know, if you know me well, I am not one to really question people unless they really start saying stuff that don't make any sense. And you know, for a long time, I didn't question anything Tim did or said. It wasn't that deep, I guess, with me. And it's still not that deep. I just like talking about the man. I mean, I know he likes to say we don't have anything better to do. Yes, we do. But it's talking about him, I guess, is an escape for me. So I don't have to face my reality. And it would either be him or it would be someone else. So it's not that I'm picking on Tim. I know some people think I am. It's just he's the one at this time that is entertaining to me and is making me say, And if y'all know who does that, let me know in the comments below. I want to see how many of you keep up with what happened at the race Sunday during the rain. All right. Okay, I'm going to park here, and then I was hoping I would be lucky like I was yesterday and get one along this road. But nope, I've done missed it. Even though I'm here about the same time. Oh, the flakes are getting bigger. They're getting prettier. I would turn it around, but I'm not going to. Because I'm traveling, and I don't really have the heat on, but I'm going to turn it on in just a second. So if you got your earphones on, just take them out for a second. Because I'm starting to get a little chilly. I didn't warm up the car, and I should have. Okay, I'm going to start this over because I messed up. All right. Your channel has been virtually the same since August of last year. And actually, it's gone down in subscribers. How is your channel growing? And of course, he would explain that. Next question. Why do you want a 100K plaque? Why is that so important when anyone can get one? YouTube has made it easy where anyone can get one. All you've got to do is buy YouTube ads. And I've proved that. All you got to do is buy AdSense ads. And you can get there. I could get there if I wanted to pay that much. I'm not paying that much. So anyway. From Social Blade. Your revenue is down. Why don't you do a video showing what you make on YouTube? That could shut the haters down real quick. Many of the hater channels expose what they make, and they admit, as I have, it's because of your channel, and putting your name in the title is the reason I make a little money. I don't make much. I probably am not going to break $100 this month, so this will probably be my worst month. Maybe because it's February, but anyway, this may be the worst month that I've had since I became monetized. And it may be just because you're boring and people don't even want to watch me. Why did you start out saying Tammy was your wife when she was actually married to a different man? Why do you post more than one video a day? Is this because your goal is 10,000 views a day in order to keep the revenue coming in at what you need to get in order to get what you need in order to pay your bills? Why did you tell 2 years ago that you took out an EIDL loan and now it wasn't a loan? How did it change? Would you swear on the Bible that you didn't take out an EIDL loan and that you didn't say you were paying $300 a month for the rest of your life to get it paid off? Would you do that for me, Tim? If I put the Bible out here, would you swear on that Bible? Why wouldn't you pay $1,800 a month rent in 2021, 22, but you allow Tammy to pay that price now? Do you swear on the Bible that you are staying in the Flagstaff at least 4 nights a week? Will you swear on the Bible that you don't watch or have never watched or read the Hater Channel videos? When I say read, I'm talking about the transcript. Can you swear on the Bible that you only have one YouTube name and that you have never left a comment under your own video using an alias name? Have you ever commented under someone else's channel using an alias name? All right, I'm cutting that off. Why do you not ever mention your third child? I'm not saying you must tell where they are, but you never mention you have a third child. Why do you not mention your grandson who is in college, or he could be graduating by now? When will you visit your daughter again? Does your sons and daughter ever visit you? I would think they would, since you live in a beautiful area of the country. Do you ever invite them to visit you? Do you send them Christmas cards and birthday cards? Do you ever wonder how your grandson feels when you mention Tammy's grandchildren? And this is Tammy's grandchildren. They're not your grandchildren. Or do you not worry since he's probably not watching you? Have you ever taken your grandson fishing or golfing? Why do we never see Cowboy Tim when Tammy is around? Does Tammy not approve of Cowboy Tim? Has Tammy accepted Jesus Christ as her Savior, as you made the comment that you wanted a woman or sweet thing who was a Christian? You made the comment one time that she was not religious or spiritual. Has she had a change of heart? How do you feel when President Trump and Elon Musk talk about going after people who broke the laws regarding COVID unemployment and even EIDL loans? In your video today, you mentioned you lived in Atlanta, and then you drive down to Boynton Beach 3 or 4 times a month on your Harley or your Honda motorcycle or your little sports car. You said you would stay at your friend's house, and this was for 40 years. Was this house Dwayne Musselman's house? Was this a different friend? Atlanta to Boynton Beach is 609 miles, roughly one way. That's a long way to ride a motorcycle, and that wouldn't have been good on the old back for anyone at any age to ride that far 3 times a month on a motorcycle or even in a sports car. You say you live anywhere you want with a camper, yet you return to Florida every time. Why not Texas or Arizona, or maybe even California? Why not try living there for a year or so, just because you can? Do you realize how narcissistic it looks to your audience when you start acting like a spoiled brat because someone figured out where Tammy's apartment is? It really didn't make much sense once we watched you drive. It really made a lot of sense once you drove a couple of times. But I've been saying for ever since the beginning of November that she had an apartment there, but people just thought I was crazy. No, I wasn't the one that found it, but I had looked, and I had determined in my head that I was 99% sure it was in the same complex that he lived at before. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take this big... It was just a matter of putting the pieces together, and someone did. Why do you let your moderators or viewers respond to comments in a derogatory way? What if a new viewer really is a new viewer and doesn't know anything about your so-called paparazzi videos? Most new viewers do not go back and look at old videos on day one of watching someone's videos. It usually takes a few videos before they start looking back. And some don't ever look back. You say you're cleaning your yard when you delete comments that you may not like. Do you know that you are hurting yourself in the YouTube algorithm by deleting those comments? Do you know by showing GUNS or mind changers in your videos that YouTube is moving your videos to the do not recommend list? Have you ever thought about that? Another is politics. Unless you want to have a political channel, I would separate any talk of politics from your main channel. I wouldn't go down the political road. More of that. All right. Why do you not ever do a video on what you have made on YouTube? And this, I've asked that before. Why don't you start doing a video in 2025 telling what you made in the first quarter of 2025? I don't think anyone is not going to donate to your channel. I don't think anyone is not going to donate just by knowing how much you make. If they want to donate, they're going to donate. Tim, I hope you continue to live your life, and I hope you'll take this to heart. Anyone that is successful on YouTube will have hater channels or truth teller channels or whatever. It's only a matter of wanting to hold people accountable and keep them from trying to present a life that they're really not living. It's almost a rite of passage. Our words will be picked apart, and yes, there will be people who want you to fail. The best thing for you to do is simply ignore and go on and do what you're doing. Don't even acknowledge that we exist. Every time you do a rant or talk about the truth tellers, or haters as you call them, you're admitting that they are living in your head. We live daily in your head, Tim. I want you to continue to make videos, but please stop with the Social Security videos and trying to tell people to stop working at 62. I bet one day the age will be raised to 65 and people will have to work until 65. And I think it may come under the Republicans, or it may not. It's going to come, though. You're very good at car videos, and I bet you would be good, and when I say car videos, showing cars. You like cars. It's obvious. I bet you would be good at showing RVs, too. So go ahead and continue doing those type of videos. And now, as far as travel videos, I'd love to see a video from Clearwater or Sanibel Island, or both. Any chance we could get some of those soon? So I was not being totally mean. There are a lot of I agree with everything Blind View said in his video last night. But I'm not going to repeat it. You need to go watch his video. And you need to watch Darling's video if you've not watched Darling's video from last week. But those are just some things I thought I would ask him if he would like to answer them. He don't have to. And if he does, that's awesome. So I got to go to work. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.